Hi everyone, this is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to my channel. In this video, we are going to look at this newly released model called as Athene V2 Agent. It's an open source Agent LLM that has shown quite a remarkable capabilities on a lot of benchmarks, which I will show you shortly. The primary focus of this model is that it is an agent model. That means that it is capable of operating in environments with deeply nested dependencies within the environment. It is capable of reasoning and doing planning for trajectories with many tool calls necessary to answer a single query. If you look at these benchmarks, you will see that it has even surpassed GPT-4o in single FC task by 18% in function calling, FC means function calling, success rate, and by 17% in agentic success rates, which is not a small deal. It has never been trained on the functions or agentic settings used in the evaluation, by the way. It is fine-tuned from Qwen 2.5 72 billion instruct model from Alibaba. The creator is a Nexus Flow team and it is usable in any OpenAI API compatible environment, which you can use with Docker images through VLLM, or you could go with the gguf file. So I will be doing it through gguf with the help of Olama. If you don't know what Olama is, I already have covered it on my channel in lot of detail, so please search it out. So in this video, we are going to install this model and then we will play around with it to see how it goes. I will also drop the link to this Hugging Face page so that you can check out its architecture and stuff, and also read through this blog post. Before I move forward, let me give a huge shout out to Mast Compute who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. The VM which I'm using is this NVIDIA RTX A6000 with Ubuntu 22.04, and my GPU card is NVIDIA H100 with 80 GB of VRAM. It's a huge model. Even the quantized version which I'm going to use is I think around 47 gig or somewhere around that. So you would need a very good GPU. Hopefully it is going to work on my system. So let me clear the screen. First up, I'm just going to install Olama. For installing Olama, all you need to do is to go to Olama, click on download. As I'm using Linux, so I'm grabbing this command, go back here and then paste here. It is going to install the Olama. Shouldn't take too long. It's very fast. And my Olama is installed. If I quickly check that if it is working fine, so it is all good. Next, I'm going to use a quantized version from Bartowiski from LM Studio community. So from Hugging Face, how I'm doing it, I'm pulling this image with the latest one. Okay, so it says the latest is not valid. That is fine. We can remove this. And now this is the one which I was talking about. And I believe this is a Q4_KM. It's a huge file, around 47 gig. So I think it is going to take 10 minutes or maybe more depending upon my download speed. So let's wait for it to finish. And the model has been downloaded. As you can see, the size is 47 gig. So let me close this. Let me also show you the VRAM consumption at the moment. So it is consuming around 49 GB of VRAM as it is loaded onto my GPU. Now the tool which I'm going to use for graphical user interface is OpenWebUI. If you don't know how to install it and use it with Olama, just go to my channel and then search with OpenWebUI and you will see heaps of videos which I have done on it. So just watch this first video and you should be able to get it installed and running with Olama. So I already have installed, and you can see that from here at the top I have selected this newly downloaded model which is Athene V2 in gguf format, and we can start chatting with it. So let me run it here. So first up, I'm just going to say explain the concept of happiness to an entity that cannot feel emotions, use analogies and metaphors to convey your explanation. So we are checking how much it is aware and the reasoning. So there you go. Happiness is like a well-tuned engine in a machine. Just as an engine operates smoothly with all parts functioning optimally, leading to efficient performance and minimal wear. Very good. Imagine a garden. So there are two examples. When it is nurtured properly with water, sun, and care, it thrives and blooms beautifully. So that is awesome. Okay, so the first test is quite good. And remember, it is a quantized version. It is not a full version, but still really good enough. Okay, so let's ask another question here. So I'm asking it, a self-driving car must choose between swerving to avoid hitting a pedestrian, potentially harming the passenger, or staying its course. Discuss the ethical consideration from both perspectives. And look at this answer. Let's wait for it to finish printing and then we will read through it. So look at this answer. It is saying that ethical dilemma faced by a self-driving car in choosing this is this, and then it is weighing two primary ethical frameworks: utilitarianism and deontological ethics. Okay, that's a new word which I have heard today. It's from this standpoint, certain moral rules and duties are considered absolute regardless of outcome. Interesting. But look at the quality of the answer. I'm not going to, of course, read through it whole, but just to give you a gist of it, this answer is amazing. And then it is also giving us some additional considerations and then also serving us its own conclusion. So, and it has given us this approach where it is balancing both stuff. Amazing, amazing answer. Now I'm asking it, I have two boyfriends, I married one girlfriend. How many boyfriends do I have now? So this is just to confuse the model. It says if you're married to one girlfriend, then typically means she's no longer considered a boyfriend. You see, model is confused. Therefore, you would still have two boyfriends, that is correct, plus your spouse. However, in terms of how many boyfriends specifically, you still have two boyfriends. So the answer is correct, but here you see, model got confused. Okay, no worries. Now let's see, I'm asking it, translate this string of this string of 9th century runes in English. So it's an ancient stuff. I think it is from Northern Europe or from somewhere. Yep, it's a Viking stuff. So there you go. Now look, I can't be certain about this answer because different models give different replies, but this is what most of them gives. So, but the good thing is that it understood that it has to do with Northern Europe or somewhere there and related to Vikings. It's an ancient language and it has done its part to identify it. This is really quite good, and it has done the straightforward interpretation, and it has acknowledged that this could be ambiguous, so slight variation could just change the meaning. Amazing. Okay, next I'm going to test its multilingual capability. So this question is going to check its language capabilities in Arabic, English, and stuff, plus its sorry, and also the cultural nuances. Morocco is involved, and that, so it's an Arabic speaking tourist who is visiting the Marrakesh in Morocco. There you go. So model understands it properly. Very nice. So not only it has given us Arabic, but also has translated it, and then it is also checking its preference for color and stuff, and it is culturally sensitive and has tried its best to enhance her shopping experience. Now let's check how it goes with the coding. So coding 1, I'm asking it to develop a Java application that simulates a simple task manager, and then it should also allow us to user to do some tasks and then store in the memory. So it's a bit of a hard question. So let's see how it performs. So it has produced the code, and you know what, it has really got the quality of Alibaba's Quant 2.5 model plus its own intelligence, because the code looks really good to me around task manager. Amazing, amazing stuff. I have checked it with ChatGPT and really I couldn't find any fault in it. It has also given us a synopsis of the code, some dependencies in this process object model.pom.xml, then the Gradle dependency, and then also how to run it. How good is that? Let's see if it can do the code translation. I'm just asking it to translate this C code into Ruby code. It's a small simple function. I think if it can write above code, it could convert it to Ruby, which it has done very nicely. And finally, let's check its math capabilities. Let's wait for it. So I have just given it this algebraic equation, which is ambiguous. Yeah, looks great. Amazing stuff. Because it just tests the model to go its own way, which model is doing perfectly fine. Yes, this is the solution. Very nice. Really like it. So all in all, really good stuff. Really impressed by this model. I believe if you're looking for some agentic model, this is one of the good choice. Before I let you go, I also want to introduce you to the sponsors of the video, who are AgentQL. AgentQL is a query language that turns any web page into a data source. With its Python SDK and live debugging tool, you can scrape and interact with web content. AgentQL works on any page, it is resilient, it is reusable, and it structures the output according to the shape of your query. And I will drop the link to their website in video's description, so please do check them out. That's it. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thank you for watching.